that's also a member, which is always really cool. Um, and you've seen her before. She's actually been on one of our podcasts. If you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, what are you doing? You need to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have podcasts on there. One of them is called Doctor Approve, and kind of give you some background on Doctor Approve podcast. That was actually one of Jeff's original visions whenever I came on to do the podcast. So that was the one thing I knew I had to make sure I execute. That was one of his visions. He wanted the Doctor Approved podcast, and we got it up and running. And not only do we have that, we have Wellness Wednesday. So you're part of a group that's giving you really good content that a lot of people pay for, and you only pay one time. Nancy, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, man. Well, let me take a moment, man, to thank everybody for all the congratulations from my show. I didn't really acknowledge it last night. Last night was we kind of pulled that one off at the last minute. But tonight I am better prepared. But yeah, thank you to everybody that wished me congratulations on my debut show this past weekend. Man, I'm telling you, the support in this group is amazing. Shout out to the folks that came out in person. Did not expect it. People flew in, drove several hours to come watch me hold my breath on stage, and I'm just grateful, man, for just the support of this E2M family. And man, my notifications have been like blowing up with congratulations and things like that. And I'm on staff, but I'm client first, man. I was an E2M first, and my win is your win. My victory is your victory. We're all in this together. We're E2M family. And so when I was on stage, I was thinking about you guys, man. I was thinking about representing this amazing program, how it can take someone from 270 plus pounds down to about 170 on the stage, man. So, all right, enough about me. Let's get into tonight's Wellness Wednesday. Bring it to the stage, none other than Dr. Brown. How you doing?
Good. How are you, my friend?
Oh, I'm doing really well. So glad to work this out. We can get you on here for Wellness Wednesday. And I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to let you introduce yourself. Just, I always like to hear E2M journey, how you found out about E2M. And then we're going to get into some doctor stuff because it's rare that I have a professional. So let's start with the introduction, and then we'll get into some other stuff.
Yes. Well, I want to start off by sending you my congratulations. Amazing.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you. Like, it was amazing to watch your journey. So I want to start off with that. But I am Dr. Amy Brown, and I have been in E2M since May of 2021. So coming up on 3 years, my 3-year anniversary, our 3-year anniversary.
That's right.
My day job is fertility. I'm a fertility specialist. I'm triple boarded in obstetrics and gynecology, fertility medicine, and then I also have lifestyle medicine board certification, which I did after E2M because I was so motivated by health and wellness from being in the program. So it's just been a real blessing for me and for my family. I spent, most of my 30s either pregnant or breastfeeding or going through my own infertility journey. And there's just a lot of ups and downs with that, weight gain and weight loss. And so I found E2M kind of after I had completed my family and that journey. And this has really been a way for me to develop that consistency that I hadn't had before. So it's been, amazing for me as a client, but also as a physician. And I know we've talked about that before, like having this total package to offer patients has been really amazing.
Absolutely, absolutely. And what I love that you always mention, and I'm gonna get you to kind of dig into that. You talked about how E2M kind of inspired you to look into other aspects of medicine. Just kind of talk about that and just what the program does. We talk. I'm not the brightest, but we talked about the metabolic style of of what the program does. So let's kind of get into that topic a little bit.
Yeah. So, I mean, and absolutely, the reason that it brought me to this other type of medicine was because, I was living day in and day out the circuits and the cardio and the whole foods. I'm mostly plant based, so I was doing the vegan portion. And then I would go to work every day and I would see how these lifestyle changes can affect women and their fertility and their hormones. And it just really made me commit to not only addressing just the fertility, but also how that fertility is affected by the lifestyle changes that we make. And the reason I get like super fired up about this is because I think as physicians in the group, it's part of our responsibility to talk about the things that we know that may not be able to see in an E2M Instagram post, right? Like we talk about the before and the afters, and we want the snatched waist and we want the abs. But really, what is going on inside our bodies and what E2M is doing metabolically? For me, I call that metabolic fitness. And I
I
think
like that.
that is something that we really have to take that responsibility to share because we know what's going on hormonally. So, I think it's great to have the docs on. I think I want to see how many analogies we can come up with for insulin and insulin resistance. Like I've heard at least three. I but I think that's like very important to see because one, it's hilarious, and two, it's really important for us to understand that process because your hormones and what they're doing really do affect your weight loss journey.
Right, right. And so what's really cool, because Jeff always talks about when he first started out, how a lot of people was coming at him, and where you get this from? Are you a nutritionist? Are you a doctor? But he wasn't. And then soon as physicians started to come in, they and looking at the program, they could, like you just said, they could say, hey, this works. This helps with hormones. This helps with the imbalance, the whole foods. Because we get attacked. We, as they think we're the enemy of carbs. That some people say. Just talk about that. The thing for you when you came in and you put it to practice yourself. Was there like a moment was like, this guy, dude, he know what he's talking about? Did you have that moment, or like what was that experience like?
Well, I think that moment for me was really trying to implement the lifestyle medicine pillars. And there's 6 pillars, and I try to communicate those to my patients. And I always say, mind your nests, because nests make me think of eggs, and eggs make me think of fertility. But the nests are nutrition, so whole foods, non-processed diet, exercise, sleep, avoidance of toxic substances like sugars, stress reduction, and social support.
Mm.
Here I am studying for these boards, and I'm like, huh, E2M is all of those things.
Right.
All 6 pillars addressed. And then I started to see these different metabolic changes like happening in my patients. And, one of the analogies that I got, this one's actually from Brad. So, Uncle Brad, we were doing a Sunday Thunder, and he was actually talking about Dr. Seuss and like, you need to expand what you're reading. And he was doing his words and like, really need to push yourself beyond what you're doing. At the time, my little one was struggling with reading. And I remember like doing the exercises and thinking, oh, I can't wait until he can read Dr. Seuss. And it made me think about how this book, these words are really very neutral, right?
Mm-hmm.
Struggling because their brain is not developed in a way where they can process those words. And you have Brad who's pushing himself higher because that's where his body is. And that's what's happening metabolically, right? So if you have a normal, healthy metabolic system, you're metabolically fit, your insulin levels tell your body, burn the sugar, use it effectively, move on. So when I hear Jeff talk about Alive and he's going to go to Krispy Kreme and have a donut, his body is able to process that because he's metabolically fit.
Mm.
But if you have insulin resistance, and I know we've talked about this, your insulin levels being high tell your body to store that donut as fat.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing. It's Dr. Seuss. It's a donut. But it depends on what your body or what your brain is able to process
That's good.
your body. And so the reason I'm just so fired up about this and wanting to share it is because you can't always see what's happening inside your body. You have to be consistent. You have to keep exercising. You have to do the whole foods because what we're trying to do is train our bodies. You have to drop your insulin levels, all the things that the program does. And so that's why I think having the docs come on and talk about this is like, don't give up. It's not all about abs.
Woo. This is so good because the timing is perfect. You know, week 4 is when things slow down, and you're saying right now, as a physician, trust the process. Take it all the way through. There's things that's happening in your body that you can't see physically that is making you metabolically fit. Y'all know how I am. And that is going to set you on the course to have a healthy lifestyle because I just did this show and I ain't on front. I've had quite a few donuts, but
Yes.
my body know how to because I got in the space where it knows how to process it. And that's the difference. If we got to get to that state. And he actually talked about that Monday night or Sunday night, getting to that state where you can bring back some of those things because now your body knows how to process that. So that's really good. We didn't plan that, y'all. That was off the top. She killed it. Okay, so as we get ready to turn the corner, anything you want to kind of touch or address as we get ready to come out, folks that are watching? We got quite a few folks watching as well. So anything else you want to kind of touch on that I might have missed?
No, I just think, again, my focus was really, bringing light to what's happening inside the body, and not necessarily just focusing on the outside. We talk about this, and this is maybe another Wellness Wednesday, right, for us to talk
We'll
about
bring you back. I'll be looking for folks.
the plant-based and the proteins, and there's a lot of discussion about carbs, and the proteins being different, and it's another internal thing, right? The carbs, a carb is not a carb, right? When it's packaged protein and fiber and it decreases your insulin levels, right? It's making you more metabolically fit, which is helping you.
Mm.
There's just a lot of different things and nuance, and I think continuing to bring people on that can talk about those things is just super helpful. And
I was about to say, what you doing next Wednesday? We'll make this a series. We'll come back and talk about carbs and the vegan. We'll do it, man. I'll be looking for folks. But no, that's super dope. I'm publicly saying it. I'm interested. So you let me know. We'll work it out. I know the people would love to hear us get into that a little bit more. But we don't like to keep you guys too late on these Wednesday nights. We're super excited. Thank you again, Dr. Brown, for taking time out, being able to jump on with me. And again, I'm saying it publicly. We'll bring you back. So anybody you want to shout out or anything you want to say before I pull you off the screen?
I will say that I will come back, but you have to address me with my nickname from now on, not Dr. Brown. but Dr. Muscles.
I got it. You got to put it in your little title thing when you type it in. Yeah, those that don't know, I went on this little spree of giving nicknames, and this is definitely Dr. Muscles. Be showing up with her selfies, and we're super proud of what you've been doing. My fellow E2M classmate, I would say. Well, thank you again. I'm gonna pull you off, and we're gonna close this out. All right, y'all. So that was another Wellness Wednesday. Me and Dr. Muscles in the building. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let us know that you enjoyed it. If you're watching on Facebook public page, share this on your personal page. Let people know some of the physicians that are saying, hey, this program works. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that share button. Put it on your public page, man. Let people know that we have real live licensed, board certified physicians pretty much signing off on the meal plans. People are questioning our meal plans. People are questioning our workouts. We got doctors, real doctors validating the program. So it's a great way to share. Make sure you do that. Also, I want to throw this plug out there because I did 2 workouts on E2M Premium. Shoulder workout, my shoulder's still sore, and an arm workout. So make sure you sign up for E2M Premium. I don't know when it'll drop, but if you go ahead and sign up, as soon as those workouts come out, you can work out with me. My very first E2M Premium coached workouts. So sign up for that. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great Wednesday night. Coach Jeff will be back tomorrow night to talk about the meal plan. Stay focused, man. Week 4. Remember, just because you don't see anything physically, metabolically, I'm getting smart, y'all. Got big words. Metabolically, things are changing on the inside. Y'all have a good one. God bless. Peace.